When I'm watching Mono for the first time, it's triggered a lot of memories. Just like this scene. When this MCs, this scene a little bit erotic when you repeat the motion. But I will show you all interesting cut technique from this anime, like the J-cut technique that appears early, then the cutaways, and inserted cuts shown with interesting compositions, only to get slammed hard when her senior graduated, and fan service starts entering one by one. And that's also part of the film technique. Like I mentioned earlier, J-cut is a technique you can use for your content. As you can see here, the sound from the second scene is already merged with the first scene. Because this is J-cut, then the sound from the next scene must appear in the first scene. J-cut is when the audio from the next scene starts playing before the current visual. But how actually L-cut works in this episode? Because L-cut is the opposite way of J-cut. Like what you just watched, when all sound elements from the first scene still continue to the next scene without pause, that means you just saw an L-cut in that scene. Like in these several scenes. Since payment's being noisy, let's cut away briefly with an inserted cut. Inserted cut or inserted shot is a basic shot frequently used in anime. You often see it when a character is eating ice cream, followed by a close-up of the ice cream they're eating. The shot in that object is the inserted shot from the main story. And this is an example of inserted shot, when she ordered a 360 camera online, but the camera was not sent, which she raised her phone to show the status of the camera she had bought. It's making Kiriyama curious and took her smartphone, which was finally successfully tracked down where the seller was located. Another interesting inserted shot appears in this scene, when Sachin tries a 360 camera for the first time. The close-up shot of the camera moving with her hands looks genuinely cool, as it deepens the emotional connection to her excitement about using the camera for the first time. It's like unboxing something you ordered online from Temu. But the example that's so mind-blowing is in this scene, where the director uses a snack falling in slow-mo to create a double perspective shot at the same time. The first is being Kiriyama's perspective to the falling snack, but also the overall story perspective to Sachin who's under the table. And this scene happens before the inserted memory comes in, with a cool camera transition as well. This will definitely give you inspiration for the content you'll create in the future. But what's interesting about the cutaways in this episode is that some of them are so smooth and blend seamlessly with the ongoing story timeline. A cutaway is a short scene usually used to disrupt or interrupt the main scene. It's like diverting your attention from the original focus, kind of like how someone with ADHD might shift focus suddenly. As you can see here, when the initial focus of the story is on the two main characters, the scene suddenly shifts to a paper decoration, and then back to the two of them from a different camera angle. Even though it disrupts the main shot to shot away from the focused characters, but it also serves as a reminder in case you forgot what's happening with the characters, because the decoration paper says congratulations on your graduation. But there's another interesting example in this episode. As you can see here when the camera pans to the moon. This is a cutaway using a camera panning motion. Because continuous camera movement can also indicate a cut or transition in film and animation, but all of that is actually one of the most basic techniques in filmmaking, and it's definitely useful if you want to create key animation. However, many other techniques were actually overlooked in the previous scene, such as preliminary shots anticipatory shots, and many other interesting ones. But I hope this video represents enough to speak to the concerns of people who are still unsure whether an anime about cameras is truly engaging or not, especially from the unique perspective they bring.